Mic check. Here we go. Man, I don't. Sorry about that, y'all. Man, I don't know what was going on. I'm right here. I'm back. I'm back, man. My apologies, man. I'm back. I'm back. God, they want to do this at the last minute. I had everything set up. Let me this thing get on my nerves, bro. I swear. Yeah, I do apologize about that for this little technical issue I just had just now. Let me put this. Let me hook this back into my copy that and paste. All right, here we go, man. I apologize about that, y'all. Man, I don't know what just happened. I mean, everything just shut off. That was just random. Everything was working right before I went online. I hate when they do that. Yeah, I do apologize about that, y'all. I'm back. Y'all can hear me? I'm good. I'm good. Man, let me get my stuff fixed. That's crazy. That's crazy. Everything was just working perfect not too long ago. All of a sudden, it's not working. Yeah, we good now. So again, I apologize to y'all about that. That was technical issues that I just had. Am I loud and clear? Can y'all hear me? Am I good to go? Give me an okay. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me and everything. I do apologize about that, man. That's like I said, had some technical issues just now with OBS. I don't know what just happened. I mean, it just went straight blank on me for some apparent reason. I don't know why I just did that. And it normally does that. It's like everything be fine and perfect, but in the minute I go live, it always be some little error. Something goes wrong at the last freaking minute. I hate that. It's like when I'm just on like before I get started, everything be all cool and fine and dandy. And but the minute I get on, it just acts up. We good now though. We good. We good. We good. Yeah, I do apologize about that, y'all. My apologies for this technical issue that just happened. Bull crap. Anyway, let me get back to what I was talking about. Yeah, I can't believe that just happened right when I go on live. That's crazy. Like I said, everything was just working fine. Let me go ahead and get everything back set up like I just had, and man, wasn't expecting that crap to just happen. That was random. But like I was saying, okay, I am still anticipating a reversal. Like I was saying, we are on this basically, okay, you remember how we went from a downtrend to an uptrend? Right now, we're still on this weekly uptrend at this time. We came off of this long downtrend. Let me go back. Let me see how far I can go back. What was this? A 20? Let me go back to a 30. 30, 30 real quick. Shrink this up. Move this bad boy over. So yeah, as you can see, we did a transition. So basically, we went from this long downtrend here, right here, which we transitioned. Yeah. So basically, we transitioned over to an uptrend. So this is where we're at right now. So this was from this was dated around, what was this? This was dated October to October what? October 17th all the way till October 27th. And as we came into November, pretty much we wind up transitioning from a downtrend to an uptrend. So right now we are basically on a weekly uptrend. So this is what we're going. How many weeks we going on in now? So this is Tuesday, almost a week and a half uptrend so far. And we are getting close to these high levels of like I said, I was still sitting in anticipation for 451.70. Let me move this on down. Yeah, man, I do apologize about that, man. That's crazy that everything just went totally just bananas after I went live. That's crazy. Don't know what happened. But as you can see, yeah, this trend line right here, we are overextended off the trend line, and we are still in this little channel within the big channel. So you got this big channel here from 446 up to 453.55, and you're in this little like kind of in this mid channel. I'm not 453.55. I'm sorry, from 451.70 to 444 bottom. So 451.70 top, 446 bottom, but in between you're in this little mid channel here. So right here you had 449.50. Let me stretch it out a little bit. 449.50 bottom and 450.50 top with a 450 middle. So we are in like in a middle range within this big channel here. So we still in the middle of this little area, trying to decipher which way we truly want to go. If we do happen to crack out of this small channel, we could see a pullback right back down to this 48 area, which you know it had a triple bottom day before yesterday. And if we do happen to run up, we do have this resistance area of 451.70 all the way up to this 453.55 area, which I am anticipating because that'll be a triple top. Had a huge win, made $1, but still negative 36 cents after commission. Wait. Wait. So you made $1 profit in all, or you had like $1 run? Nuno. So what was it? It was $1 like run, or $1 total in profit? Is what you're saying? What was it? Are you balling? Balling? What you want for? You want for a put or you want for a call? Cause I mean, I'm still sitting on my hands right now. So I mean, like I said, my main focus was this 451.70 up to this 453, and the reason why I called these areas out. Let me go back to the picture once again because of freaking OBS pulled this little crap on me just now. Let me go back and repeat everything I just said. Yeah. So this was August and this was September. Yeah, this what this was. Okay. But you see right here, this 453.55 mark. You see we double topped here. So we had a touch here, we had a touch here. So they double top. In the area that we are in at this moment, we could potentially see a triple top, which I was anticipating. Because you did have this run. Because if you look at these, if you look back in the past here, where we had this run here, we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which was the last green day, followed by Thursday and Friday, 2 red days. And you can see on Friday we had a squeeze all the way up to this 453.55 mark, which caused the reversal right here that I talked about yesterday. So yes, so to the being today Thursday, we did open up underneath yesterday's open. Yesterday's open was at 450.11. So we're gonna see how it plays out today. So we could probably see a nice little run and probably probably an upper shadow back underneath. Just depending on where we actually turn around at, because we did hit a lot of resistance in this little area before we ran up really to the 451.70 marks. So let's see how we looking like today in real time, real quick. So this is my 30. Let me go to the daily real fast. Let me double click this real quick. Yeah, so right now, let me go ahead and clear this chart real quick to see where we at exactly. See right here, so we are underneath this area versus this area. See, this area was what I wanted. So let me go ahead and bring this up real quick. So that was that 53.55 mark here. 453.55 mark top with a 4. What was this? 451.70. That was the second area. So right here we did close. So you see right here, so we didn't go all the way up to these areas where we got these rejections at that 453 mark right here. You see right here, one top, two top, double top. So we want to really kind of hitting around this candle here and having some issues. So basically we are closing or having issues underneath 451.70 at this moment. Like I said, Fridays we normally do get short squeezes, so we could see. Let me see where we at right now. So we're not even touching for 51.70 at this moment. So it looked like we started to turn a little bit sooner than possible. See, this is what I was expecting. I was expecting this. I was expecting to run all the way to 453 here and then a reversal, but it looked like we reversing a little bit earlier than expected. So if we stay underneath this 451.70 mark, we could start reversing this way instead of really going all the way up here. But like I said, you know how we normally do on Fridays. We normally get them short squeezes. So we'll see how Friday plays out. Um, Let me see, Nuno. Gonna have me some Olive Garden tonight. Went for a call and got out too soon. Did you what you got in at the beginning of the bell? The beginning of the market. That's where you got in at. See, I don't normally jump in at the beginning of the bell. Like as soon as market open, I give it like about 15. Well, no, if I know news or anything that's coming out at 10, I normally wait to 10 and after. That's normally what I do because you never know what type of impact that is going to have on the market. Whether the market can go up, go down. So after 10 o'clock, I'll kind of just sit back and let it, set itself up, for the next move. But like I said, instead of hitting up here where I was anticipating, right here around this 450, 355 area where you see we hit here twice, got rejected and it got rejected. It seemed like we're kind of matching this candle here, which is underneath 451.70. But I mean, it's only still 10 o'clock. We still can see a possible run up. Can probably catch another rejection and come back on down. Um, like I said, it's still only 10 o'clock, 10:21. So I'm gonna just still kind of sit in anticipation to see exactly where we go, because we are still around that 450 area. Let me see. Let me go back out of these areas. Let me close this back up real quick. Let me put my settings back. All right, cool. Get out of this. Let me go to my what is this? My 5 minute? No, it's 30 minutes. So yeah, so we still, oh yeah, so it look like we about to be testing this bottom area of this channel real quick. So like I said, it needs to stay above this 449.50 mark to stay within this channel. And if we can hold above this 449.50 mark here, let me screw it up just a little bit and bring you down. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. So right here you can see this channel. So we still are holding above that 449.50 mark to possibly run right back up to this 450 area. So the way that everything is looking right now, we might be in this little channel once again. You remember I told you that yesterday we was going to probably do that. Remember I told you we might be in like in a 2-day channel? So we are still doing that. We are still in this little channel right here in the middle of this big channel until we get an actual official move. So we're going to be channeling in between this 450.50 top and this 449.50 bottom with this 450 mid range. So as you can see right now, that's exactly what it's doing. So we are in between this channel here until it makes an actual true decision on which way the market is going to actually go. So we stay above 450. We could re-break above 450.50 and run up to 451.70 possibly. However, if we do stay underneath 450, we can see a crack of 449.50 back down to the big area of the channel, which is the bottom, and then it's 448. And 448 does have strong support at this level. And if we do happen to crack that, do remember we run all the way down to 446 with this gap fill to start taking place. But like I said, it's gonna probably be a lot of up and down movements at this moment, that I can pretty much see at this point in time, that we're going to pretty much be in this little channel for a little while until, like I said, the market actually makes a true decision on which way we're going to go. So we have, so it look like we're coming right back in this little downtrend too that I have set up. So, because remember we were on an uptrend, but it seemed like the uptrend, we broke the uptrend. Now we underneath it. Seemed like we about to transition into this downtrend. So like that's what I'm saying. It's going to kind of be up and down right now, y'all. I mean, we don't have a true decision on which way we're going to actually go, as far as the way the market is moving. So I say between probably after lunch, going towards power hour, where we're gonna probably start to see a lot more activities, because you do have to remember that tomorrow's the last trading day of the week. And also don't forget that we're not going to have a full week next week because we have the Thanksgiving holidays coming up. So we might have maybe Monday and Tuesday of true trading days of next week, because you got to think about the people that may be leaving on Wednesday, getting ready to go, get ready for Thanksgiving vacation and whatnot. So we might not have a lot of volume on that Wednesday, because you're going to have to treat that Wednesday like a Friday, because the following day, the market is going to be closed due to the Thanksgiving holidays. And also, after we come back off of that Thanksgiving holidays, we might not have a lot of volume coming into Friday. So so it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna kind of be in a little channel at this moment right here until like I said, SPY makes a true decision. But if you notice, it always continuously keep fighting around this 450 mark. It never gives it up. It breaks below it or breaks above it, and always seems to come right back to this 450 level. So right now it's gonna channel. It's gonna channel at this moment until it makes a true decision on which way that it actually wants to go. So I mean, the only thing I can say is, if you do happen to play this little channel from the 449.50 up to the 450 range, is, if we hold these areas, buy at the bottom, ride it all the way to the top, sell, and then you put in your put, come right back on down, kind of like what it did just now. We broke. I mean, we came on down, we reclaimed the channel, ran all the way back on up, as you can see right here. Every single time it goes up and down, is always in between this channel. So you can kind of see the opportunities that you'll have if you on the put side on down, and on the call side going back on up. So as you can see right here, we are in this little channel right here. So again, it's gonna probably channel out right now at this moment until it picks a true decision on which way we're gonna go. But if we do happen to stay above that level of 450, we could reclaim this uptrend and start to move right back up to this 451 level. So as you can see right here, we are the buyers are reclaiming 450. As you can see right here, you can see this long bottom shadow, this long wick right here. So we could possibly get right back above this this uptrend right here. We see this bounce, and continue to move on up. However, if we can't get back above it, we can't get right back under 450 once again, and then start the downtrend. So kind of it's going to be in between. So as you can see right here, is in a decisive, even going this way is like in a decided range, whether they want to break and go back above on the uptrend, or whether they want to break down and continue the downtrend. So right now we are kind of in the middle of both of these trend lines. So as you can see right here, it has to make a decision whether it's going to break and continue this downtrend this way, or we break above and continue the uptrend this way. So like I said, 450 is going to be the deciding factor. Underneath 450, and we stay underneath 450, we can continue the downtrend. Above 450, we can get right back on the uptrend. So 450 is pretty much, like I said, is going to be like almost like the deciding factor. Got in at 445. Got in at 445 on the SPY when the trend at 445. Let me see how I looked at 445. Let me look at my 5-minute chart real quick. Oh, my 3-minute, whichever. Uptrend. Yeah, I mean, once you like I said, if you would have looked at it from a channel standpoint, Nuno, let me use the 3-minute real quick. Let me shrink this up a little bit. You said 9:45, because this is 9:30, 9:42, 9:40. So right here in this area. So, okay, had you would have noticed this channel right here. Let me move it up just a little bit. Because right here, these candles, this is 440. Yeah, this is 9:45 right here. So had you would have looked and paid attention to this channel of 450, 450.50 and 449.50, you could have stayed in at the bottom, because you was at the bottom of that channel and rode it all the way up. Because as you can see right here, that was a bull flag setup right here, even on the 3-minute. Right here was a bull flag setup, and just rolled it all the way on up. And right here, that's where we got this little rejection around this 450.50 mark, top portion of the channel, and got out. So could have got in at the bottom portion of this channel, because you did have VWAP support, and also you had the 459.50 support. So you had two support levels. You could have got in right here and rode that bad boy all the way up into this 450.50 range. So you would have made good profit had you would have stuck to that channel. I mean, just vice versa. If you would have got in on the put at this 450 area where it got rejected, and then rode it all the way on down. Right around from the 449.50 down to the 440. Well, how low did we go on this candle here? 449.58. Almost close to where the open was, because today's open was 449.22. So we bounced off of the open this morning. So yeah, right here was gonna be like a strong support, because if you notice right here, look, if you tie in both intradays today, because this was yesterday's intraday, and this is today's intraday. But if you notice at the towards the end, towards market close, you bounce right around that same key level where the open was at. You see right around where 449.22 is at. That was the open for today. But if you notice, that bounce happened around the same key areas around this area. So 449.20 ish. So right here, you had some good bouncing support and then ran on up. So we reclaimed that channel, had a nice move on up. And then right here, like I say, if you pay close attention on the 3-minute, you can see a bull flag. So had you would have got in around 449.50, which was this bottom channel here, after this little pullback, it reclaimed the channel, and you had the VWAP plus a support level of 449.50, got in here, could have rolled it all the way on up. Because even on this pullback, you had a bull flag set up that broke, ran all the way up to the top portion of this channel, could have got out. I mean, you just gotta pay close attention to details. So I mean, that's just easy way to spot things. You know, as long as you keep those price actions in mind, which is why I always keep these levels. I never until we get out of them, I'll take them off. But if they still in play, I keep them because they can act as either support, resistance, channel, trending. I mean, they play a good role in the market. So, and they can help you out a lot. Because like I said, had you would have looked at this channel here, from here to here, bottom to top, could have got in at this bottom, rolled it all the way on up to the top, boom, vice versa, could have switched it over to a put, got in at the top, brought it all the way on down to the bottom. See that? Easy channel play. And look right here, look like a bull flag setup, and look what it's doing. Nice little bull flag setup, boom. So that's one bull flag, two bull flags. So but yeah, I mean, like I said, as long as you start, you keep the patterns, pay attention to certain setups, it help you along the way. That's why I always keep my my intradays together, because it helps me look for an overall uptrend, uptrend, overall downtrend, a channel, somewhere where I can get an edge, and I know I'm comfortable of getting in on a play. So that's why I always keep these price levels and keep these different drawings as far as my channels, my uptrends, downtrends. So like I said, I feel better and feel comfortable in certain areas. But yeah, this was a good little channel play, because even if you missed this little area right here, well, like I said, once you reclaim right back in this channel, you could have got in. If you missed this level here, you could have got in at this level here, right at this pullback where the VWAP is. Because look where the support level is. VWAP support, and you had a nice little squeeze from the VWAP to the support level, and you ran all the way up to the top portion of this channel. See that? And that's the same channel I had since yesterday. I didn't change anything. That was easy money right there. So, what was your price, Nuno? Yeah. So what was your price action that you got in at? Like what levels? And see right here, still testing that downtrend, so it needs to hold above it. Still going to try to test on that area. So you got the VWAP. Let's see if that holds. If it's going to hold VWAP, or we're going to wind up cracking. So it looks like it's getting a little weaker. This is a 3-minute, not a 5-minute. So it's going to move a little bit more faster in real time. So right here, you can kind of see a downtrend within that channel if we don't hold. Because you got this downtrend here. But look like for the intraday today, it looked like a downtrend setup here. So if you notice it, so it kind of looked downtrendish from here to here. So rejection, and it could come right back on down to that level and put us right back in that overall downtrend here. So let's see how this is gonna play out. All right, remove my drawing real quick. It is showing a little bit of weakness at this time. Let's see. 5 minutes. Let me see how it looks on a 5 minute, on a 30 minutes too. Let me see. I mean, that's why I use different time frames too, to help me out just a little bit, to give me more of an edge on where I can kind of find these areas too. So let me move this bad boy on down here. So it looked like we're about to try to crack right back down in this downtrend. It's on the 30-minute time frame. So remember that decisive area I was talking about? So look like that the downtrend at this moment is reclaiming. We are testing right back in that bottom portion of this channel that is 49.50. Let's see if we can hold this key area. So that'll be the bottom portion of that little mini channel outside of the big channel. So let's see how 449.50 is going to hold up at this time. This is on a 30-minute time frame. We are cracking that bad boy. We are back underneath this downtrend at this moment. So how low can we go? We do happen to keep falling. Like I said, we do have this 448 market. We do happen to go that far down. Because that's where we had that triple bottom. And that triple bottom happened, was that 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken? Let me bring that up real quick too. All right, let me go to this. Right, let me shrink this up a little bit. So we did have a triple bottom on that. That was 5 minutes. What was that triple bottom at? Right here. So we had that triple bottom here. 448. So 448 could hold as, you know, good support levels here. So you had that bounce here. You had that bounce here. Ah, come on, you. And you had that bounce here. Let me put that in green too. Green, because that was support, and that's 448. Put that in green. Right, and green. So 448 is a strong support level, as you can see. Triple bottom, and then we wind up getting having a nice run back on up. So right here, bounce, 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 and then we had a nice run back on up into the close. Well, I think we did close above the open, didn't we? Yeah, we did close above the open, and we gapped up yesterday, ran all the way up around 451.38, and then we started coming back on down. So we are testing the bottom portion of that. Did we come out of it? Oh yeah, we are out of it. So now we're testing the open. We are testing the open at this time. Right here we had this bounce, bounce, bounce. So let's see if that's gonna hold. So right now it is taking us out of this channel, the small channel, and then like I said, this is the big channel. So within the big channel, your main support will be at 448. Right here, where you see this triple bottom, 1, 2, 3. So 448 could hold as strong support if we so happen to crack that far down. Just saying. So we do happen to crack this area and go all the way down. 448 could definitely hold as some type of support. So just keeping y'all in mind on that one. So let's see. So far the open is holding up as support. You can see right here. Bounce, bounce. So the open is still trying to hold at this moment, and that is 449. What it was 449? What? Trying to see what the dang price is on this stupid thing. Let me see. I can see it right here. Open was. Why is it showing NA? It's a 5-minute chart, so why is it not showing the actual number? Should be like 422. Oh, I did see it. Yeah, so 449.22. So that's right. That's correct. Okay. It's crazy why I wasn't seeing it on here though. Oh, now I see it. Yeah, 449.22. I saw it. Yeah. So so like I said, it's gonna try to hold above this open, and we do crack that open. That'll turn the daily candle to red, and we want to crack underneath this open. We could come all the way back on down to this 448 region, but that true bottom is gonna be that 446 because that's what it's right above where that gap fill is. Right here, where you see this gray line. That's that gap fill. So we do have a little ways to still drop. So we come down to 448. We'll have $2 more to go all the way down to 446, and that's where that first gap fill is on that daily. So say for instance we were to crack that mark. Let me go back here real quick. Do I got a daily already set up on here? Let me bring this up real quick. All right. Let me take off my lines as usual, real fast. Come on. All right, so say for instance we do happen to crack, and we do crack that 446 area. You can see right here where the price point is, where my line is, 446, around 446, even. So say for instance we do start the reverse. We wind up cracking this 446 area. We got room to fall all the way down. That should be what, around 440. That's gonna be a nice drop too, man. We to fill that gap. I mean that'd be a nice drop. If we can't hold above where this candle is, that's around 446. Yeah, around what's the low on this candle here? Low is what, 446.09. Which you already know. You round that, it's gonna be 446. So 446, we wound up cracking this, coming basically breaking this candle here. I mean, we got a nice gap fill on down too. So it depends on how we end today. Can kind of show us on how Friday's gonna set itself up. So say if it is we do end up in the red and we come on down, we could see a potential gap down for Friday. So that could possibly happen because we didn't go all the way back up to these key levels here, which was around that 453 level, which you can see right here. We wound up turning a little bit earlier than expected. See how this one hit? Because that was Wednesday. I'm sorry, this was Wednesday. Then we gapped up a little bit on Thursday, ran all the way up to that 453 on that Friday, and then reversed. But here, seemed like we're having a earlier reverse than usual. If we can't hold that level, we can see another potential red candle and for a possible gap down if we can't get back above these high levels. So, before I close and put my lines back because I ain't going through that again. All right. So it has to stay above these levels at this moment. So I got this 5-minute time frame right here. So like I said, if we break this, we can come all the way back on down to this 448 level. This is strong support because you can see right here, triple bottom, 1, 2, 3 for a run back on up. So we do so happen to crack 448. We want to crack a 448. We can run back on down to 446, which is the bottom, which is right above that gap fill here. We want to get into that gap fill. Yeesh. That'll be a wrap. Look like that candle. Like I said, we get underneath this pink line. That candle on that daily will turn red. So that'll be 2 red candles in a row. Shoot, let's see. I mean, like I said, it's still early in the market. It's still 10:41. Anything can change within now to lunchtime, the lunch hours. So like I said, we do crack this and we have a nice sell-off. We could find a nice mark all the way down to 448, which is right here. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Could come down here. Will be a light resistance right here. What would this bottom of this candle? It should be around 448.80. I'm trying to line this up real quick to see if we got a good little support level coming up. That's around this, what, 440? Yeah, we'll be around 448.80 coming up. Right in the area that is at. So we might be seeing some bouncing soon here too, like a little light bounce right here, which look like that's what it's trying to do. Right where I got my line at. So we might try to bounce in this little area real quick. How strong is it? I can't lie to you. So yeah, right where I got that line at, we trying to bounce. Okay. Trying to kind of pretty much replicate this one right here. And if you put this line across, this line up right here where you see these rejection areas at, if you put that line right here, it's kind of like a little mild support level here. So it bounced right at that area too. Yep. Perfectly. See that? How I put that across? That lined up perfectly, and that's where you had that second bounce. So let's see how this bad boy is gonna hold on up. Because we are underneath the VWAP, we are underneath the indicators, we are on a downtrend, so everything is pointing down at the moment. Like I said, anything can change because you already know how SPY does. SPY always does this little random pop out of nowhere bull crap. But so far from what I'm looking at, everything is just pointing down at the moment. Like I said, we're underneath the VWAP. We're underneath the indicators. We are on a downtrend at this point in time. This is the second bounce right here. So that's bounce 1. This is bounce 2. But our high levels are here and here. But it seems like these peaks are getting lower and lower every time. So I'm just trying to see how we're gonna play this out. Yeah, because I mean, the reason why I'm trying to put everything together, because I know everybody was aiming for 451 to 453. I mean, we might be starting the reversal early. If we can't get back to those high levels, right here we had this high yesterday, a 450. Well, what was the intraday was 451.38, but pre-market it was 451.76 if I'm not mistaken. So that was the actual true high. So if I turn on my if I go back and turn on my pre-market, see that's not the true actual high day. That was during intraday. So if I go back to my pre-market setup, you can see, turn on pre-market, you can see what the actual, let me close this real quick. 450, why is it not? Oh, that's today. I'm sorry. Let me go back to yesterday. Yeah, here we go. See, yesterday. So pre-market was actually 451.76. So that's the actual true higher day Uh, that was basically yesterday's. So let me see. Let me go back to that. See, and if I take pre-market off, all you're gonna see is the 430, 451.38, which is actually 451.76. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that that area wasn't gonna be too strong because I mean you only had one bounce. Cause like I said, your strong area really is 448 because you had 1, 2, 3 tests and bounce. So we might crack this one because I don't think this one gonna make it. May not hold up a strong support. I don't think because I don't see a lot of areas where you had like triple bottoms, kind of like this one. So 448 makes a little bit more sense. Did we? Let me see what it's gonna do. Cause like I said, everything is pointing down. Cause look at me, look at the indicators. Indicators pointing down, VY pointing down, downtrend. I mean, it just seemed like it might get weaker and weaker. We might crack this area here too in due time, and then come all the way down. We may see 448. We may see it. You know. But do y'all have any questions, comments, concerned about anything y'all need help with? Like I said, I mean, I'm trying to pinpoint everything to help you guys out, especially for the puts. Because like I said, from what I'm looking at on the chart, it just seemed like we may be getting a early reversal before the 50. Well, we did hit 51, but it looked like we may be hitting a reversal right before the 53 area that I was anticipating. Because like I said, if you go back here on the daily, let me bring this up real quick once again. I don't mind doing it. Do this for y'all. Love y'all guys. Let me see. Go back to this. If I go back to the daily real quick, take off all my drawings and re-put my lines real quick. Show you what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take a picture of this too and compare it to the other one since the counters are updated. That was 453 and this one was 451.70. So let me set them lines back up real quick. That was 451.70 and 453.55. So I'm gonna compare that to the other one that I took a picture of too. Where we had the double tops. Yeah, so you can see right here where we had this reversal. See, the reversal happened here. That was in August going into September. So right here we had the reversal once we hit the 54, 53, 55 area. But as you can see right here, it looked like it wants to reverse a little earlier than expected. So we may be, instead of 453, personally, it looked like we may be topping out around that 451 level. Because as you can see right here, it looked like it's slowly turning. Because right here, I mean, we running, but I mean, just look right here. It just wants to turn. I mean, like I said, we still have the rest of the market, the market session to go. But I mean, it just looked like it wants to start turning already underneath the 451 level versus the 453 level, what we did in the past. Because you got rejected here, 453, came on down. Got rejected, 453, came on down. But right here, we're not even getting past the 451.70 mark. I mean, we're getting stuffed already. Kind of like this, what this did. Went all the way up, just only right underneath 451 and came right on down. And it looked like we're trying to reverse already. So like I said, it's still early. Anything's possible. Anything can happen. As long as we stay, as far as today's candle, as long as we stay above, what was the open today? The open was 450.22, if I'm not mistaken. 450.20. No, I'm sorry. 449.22, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the open today. What was the open? Yeah, 449.22. So as long as we stay above 449.22, so you can see right here the numbers moving. So as long as we stay above 449.22, that'll keep that candle green. And if we start to get below, if we start to crack underneath 449.22, that's going to turn that candle red. So that means that arc is going to continue because you're going from this red candle to another red candle. And Friday, like I said, and then think about it. If we want to turn into another red candle, man, we got this whole gap fill to hit. Like I said, could there be a red candle here, possibly another red candle here, and then Friday can possibly gap down. But we're gonna see how everything plays out. I'm not gonna speak too soon, but I'm just looking at the way it might set up. I mean, we could hold up in this area, and then Friday we could see a pop and then turn. But because Fridays like to do short squeezes, I'm just saying. But for right now, just look a little weaker here versus here. Because you can see right here, this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, where we got stuffed right underneath the 451.70 mark. Then Thursday was the same area, but we did have a high of 452.83, but came right back on down. And then Friday, that's where we had this nice little move from, what was the low? From 449.68 to the high of 453.67, and then we reversed. So, no, like I said, normally on Fridays, you'll get those little nice squeezes. But the way that this is setting up now, it's already seemed like it's just turning, almost like this one. Seems like we're getting a nice reversal here instead of way up here at the 453. It's like we're already turning underneath 451. But like I said, well, on top of that, well, I could kind of see the difference too, because right here you had a strong solid green candle too, followed by a small green candle here. So they kind of played off of one another. Here you just got a straight gap on up. So you got this nice green candle here, followed by another green candle, and then the following day you just gapped up. Now had it would have been a strong green candle, where you didn't have to cover any gaps, any gap fills, that'd have been understandable. But the fact is, you went straight to a gap up, where this can lead to a potential gap down, like where you have to cover this gap fill. So that's the only issue from here to here, where you had solid candles falling after one another until reversal, versus here, where, I mean, this one just gapped on up, and then you're going right, I mean, you head right into resistance from a gap up, right into this area for a move right back on down. With a potential fall for us to fill this gap right here. So that's the only difference between this setup, and this setup. Like I said, this one was just solid green candles all the way on up, so green to red. This one was green candles with a gap up, and then for a possible turn. So that's the only issue here that I see. It's like we have a gap up here, green solid candles here. Well, I mean, which is still the same. It's kind of the same setup though in a way, because you're going from a green to red, and look like this one is doing, going from green to red. So both green to red moves that I can see, except this one just has a gap up for a nice drop on down. See, it just seemed like that drop is going to be way more dramatic than this one. I mean, had not been for this gap, I mean, I'm just pitching it in my head on what it can turn into. It just is, man, to feel that gap, that's crazy. Because, I mean, you gapped up right into resistance. That's the only issue here. Like I said, had you just would have did a simple run up, you would have had solid green candles. That'd have been different. You probably would have had a little bit more power. But the fact is, you gapped up right into resistance. That's probably what caused that weakness too. Versus here, where you had green candle, green candle, green candle, green candle, followed by red candle, red candles. Right here where they followed, they played off of one another. Here you got green candle, gap up, green candle, then a red candle. Where you have so much space to fall, to cover this gap fill on down. See, that's the only issue. I mean, you gapped up right into resistance. Versus here, when you just moved up into resistance, but this one you gapped up right into it. So that's the only pro and con about it. That's the only difference that I see. I mean, like I said, still the same setup, red to green, but like I said, this one gapped up. This one has solid green candles, where it gave it some time to run up here. But here you just gap right up into resistance. So that's why it's going to be a little tricky. So that's the only issue with that. And that candle's turning, like I said, we need to stay above 449.22. That's the open. That'll keep that candle on the daily green if we stay above 449.22. However, if we do crack it, I mean, we can see a lot of downside down to that 448 mark, because I mean, it look like it's getting weak from what I'm looking at on that daily candle. So let's go back. Oh, I forgot to take a picture. Crap. That's what I was supposed to do. Shoot. I was supposed to take a picture of that one, and yeah, I was supposed to take a screenshot and compare it to the other one. Shoot. What it was for? 55. Let me hear me do that. Do that real quick. Make a duplicate, and for 4170, let me take a picture real quick of this. And I'm gonna compare it to the other one I had saved now since we got these candles forming. Cause you remember this the old setup I had here before the candles formed. See, there's the old picture here. So now look at it. So it's a nice difference. So let me go ahead and save this up. Take a picture of this. Right, save that in my folder real quick under my alerts. Where are you at? Was that 5? I'm gonna just save that on the 6 since they'll be side by side with each other. All right, so now I can put everything back in place so I can finish watching on how SPY's gonna. All right, go back out of here. Let me look on the 5. So we're still trying to hold above that little area of support. I don't think it's gonna hold real well, to be honest. Cause I think 448 is gonna be way stronger support than this one. So we might still see a crack on down here to 448 range. I think so. We're gonna see a crack on down. Because you can see right here we bounce once, twice, 3 times, so triple bottoms here, and it could come all the way down in the same area. So we're gonna see how everything's about to play out. Right now we're gonna be heading into 11 o'clock, almost lunch hour. So we're gonna see how everything plays itself out. Cause I don't think we got no major news tomorrow. I mean major economic data that I know of. I don't think so. Building permits, housing starts. Boss speaking again. Don't care. Yeah, so 8:30. I mean, this is gonna really be the only news we're gonna have for Friday. It's the housing starts and the building permits. I mean, because we already done away with all our major economic data, the PPI data, CPI data. So that's all out the window. So now, pretty much a lot of this is gonna be based off momentum. So now we're back to momentum movement. So we back to this once again. So like I said, I don't think this area gonna hold up too strong. I mean, we may get a few bounces, but I don't think it's gonna hold. Because you already got the strong bounce already. Because you see, you came down here the first time. Because you remember the bouncing ball effect. You remember once you slam a ball hard the first time, that's where your highest bounces start. And then as your bounces after that comes behind it, it starts to get lower and lower and lower. So you already had this nice little bounce here off this area that ran all the way up to this to 450.50. So I don't think the bounce is gonna be as strong as we had here, because this already happened. So this is gonna be a second bounce. So let's see on how this is going to play itself out. Because you see what happened right here, even in the past, when we was in the 48 levels, we bounced. The first bounce was a nice, strong, solid bounce. Came down to a second bounce. That's when you notice the difference. The bounces are different. Your first bounce is always your highest bounce. Second bounce is always a little bit lower. And I forgot what had happened here. On why this ran up. I don't know. Oh, the triple bottom. That's why. 1, 2, 3. So they took advantage of the triple bottom and ran it on up. So I wonder, since we already did this already, triple bottom already, how strong will 448 hold up once again? Since you already bounced once, twice, 3 times, and your buyers took advantage of it, ran that bad boy on up. So I don't know how it's going to hold up now as we're getting closer and closer towards the end of the week. So I don't know how strong 448 is, if we're going to have the same bouncing, ability. We'll see. But man, how's everybody trade going, man? Like, did y'all do any trades? Did y'all go long? Did y'all go short? I mean, how did y'all do? Like I said, if y'all did make any trades, don't be afraid to put y'all profits up in profits chats. Congratulations if y'all did kill it. Right now it's just kind of like a little waiting game in a sense, because right now you're still not even at the bottom of this channel here. You're still in the middle. So because this is your very bottom here, the 448 range, and then your very top of the 451 range. So you still, even though you came out of this little channel, you're still in the middle. So, but we are getting close to this 448 area. If we can't hold, we could see a nice fall back down to this 448 area that could hold up as potential support once again. So we'll see how that plays itself out. But like I said, if y'all need help with anything, man, do feel free to hit me up. Let me know, man. Y'all want to talk about anything? I'm here. As you know, as we watch SPY and see what SPY does, how it plays itself out. Um, I'm still just kind of sitting on my hands. I'm still watching everything, man. It just these slow processes just, man, it just drives you crazy sometimes. But again, if you play the channel play, I mean, that's easy money, in and out. Like I said, had you would have, because right here you can look at it even in a channel standpoint. So even if I was to take off, see right here and right here, that could still be a channel opportunity. Let's see. I'm trying to see if this same area is gonna hold right here, because you had a nice bounce because it was all red candle, so you went from red to green. So I mean, you can clearly see that red to green. So right here, you kind of got like a mixture. So it's not like a solid drop like you did here, which is why I had a nice bounce off of that 448.80 mark. So you went from red to green. It was just red, 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 and then straight green. Here's like a mixture, and then you got like a little bit more weakness because whereas this hit, let me see the volume here. So your volume shifted, but see how the volume is getting a little bit weak here? So let's see how it holds itself up. Because I just don't think it's going to have a bounce, a hard bounce like we did earlier here. Because this was yesterday's price action. And as you can see, today's is a little bit more weaker than this one. Because, I mean, you had a high of 451. You only had a high of 450 here. So if you notice, the price levels are decreasing. It's like it's going down. So this was yesterday's. Like I said, around you had highs of 451s here. And today you have highs of 450. So it seems like the prices is decreasing in a sense. So you pretty much like down $1 from your highs. So let's see. Like I said, I just, to me, like I said, personally, I don't think this 448.80 is going to hold strong. I think we might, I mean, we're going to keep on watch, but I mean, I'm still anticipating that we're going to probably come down to this 448 level if we don't hold this area. I just don't think it's going to be a strong bounce like this one, because this one was just perfect. This was a nice bounce back on up. Right here, you just got a mixture of candles, red and green, versus here, you just had all red, 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 and then green, 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 red to green. Here's just a mixture. So that's why I'm like, it's gonna be a little kind of tough to decipher this area. So 448.80 is still trying to in this level here, but I still think we're gonna come down to this 448 range. Cause like I said, just looking at the prices. Cause like I said, this was yesterday. Yesterday we was up as high as 451s. Here, I mean, you straggling around the 450s. And we still look like we're still getting weak. So let's see. And like I said, I'm gonna keep it on watch. That, I mean, again, that just me just talking out loud. But I mean, I think that's what might happen. We do give out on this 440.80 mark here. We could see 448 even. So I'm just gonna see how it's gonna play itself out. We're gonna bounce again in the same area. Let's see what happens. What is the 11 o'clock now? So let's see. And then we underneath the open still. The open is 449.22. So that's gonna hold up as resistance till we get back above that. So that's gonna be resistance. Your VWAP is gonna be resistance. Your indicators is gonna be resistance. This downtrend is gonna be resistance. So right now, like I said, everything is pointing down until we cross these certain levels. We get back above these certain key points. So let's see what we do. Let's see how if we do test that open again, do we get back above the open or do we stay underneath the open? Because like I said, the open can act as support and resistance as well. But yeah, like I said, if y'all do have any questions, any comments, any concerns about anything, man, do feel free to hit me up. Let me know, anything you want to go over. I know we were supposed to start talking about the breaking bad habits. I mean, I know I've been so just trying to put as much information in this as possible. Again, and the breaking bad method will consist of, breaking out of these bad methods as a trader, as far as having the wrong mindset, not having a detailed plan, unstable work ethics, losing trade syndrome, losing money per trade, lack of track, LOT, and not having enough patience. So we will be going over that. I mean, I'm still working on just trying to piece everything together. Because I want to give y'all the best content as much as possible. Because I don't charge anything, man. It's the, I just give out, information to y'all there to help y'all become better traders. Because I'm looking out for y'all. So let's see, what else do we have? And always keep this in mind. If you want to keep track on the, we know we have up to 252 trading days per year. And based on your trading ability, so basically, if you're making $200 a day, that'll equal you $50,000 a year. If you're trading $400 a day, that'll equal you out to $100,000 a year. If you're trading $1,000 a day, as far as profit, you're making $250,000 a year. And if you are trading $4,000 a day, that will equal up to $1 million a year. And a goal without a plan is a plan to fail without a goal. Keep that in mind. I'm always gonna be hitting y'all with knowledge, man. Just keep y'all on y'all toes, man. Like I said, I love y'all and I want to see y'all do well in life. Because I'm in this, not only in this community for me, I'm in this community for y'all too. Because I want to see y'all do well in life. I want to see y'all get ahead in life. So let me see if I need to go over anything else. I'm just double checking everything else. Walmart and them already came out. After hours, what do we have? Really not nothing. Yeah, we're not gonna really have anything major as far as earnings for the rest of the week. Anything else? Anything else? Do I need to go back over? I could bring up the. Let me see. It was the 15th. See, this was yesterday's close. So okay, and that's another thing too. Where are we at as far as the 449? So we're underneath the yesterday's close for sure. Andrea, what up though? Let's see. We got to get it back above that close. So that's gonna be another thing because this was yesterday's close, 449.68. So and also remember too, your old price actions can also act as support and resistance as well. Your highs, your lows, your close, your opens as well too. We're not around these levels, so we ain't got to worry about that just yet. 448. See 448. See where it bounced at? That was Wednesday's low. That's why I say pay close attention to those price actions. See, what was Wednesday's low? 448.80. Where did SPY bounce at? 448.80. Around these levels. See that? That's why I told you they can act as support and resistance too. See, boom, boom, boom. That was your low from yesterday, and it bounced right around that same key level. I knew it was bouncing off of that area for a reason. That's why I had to look at I had to look at this real quick. So your low yesterday was 448.80, which is why it bounced right there. 448.80. Boom, ran back on up. Boom, try to grab the same opportunity. So let's see what it does. Let's see, because we had a nice bounce already here. So it's trying to get back above. What else? What was the close yesterday? The close was what, 448.60? I'm sorry, 449.60. I think that was the close yesterday. So do be mindful of that too. So that can hold up as resistance as well. So yesterday's was 449.68. That can act as resistance too. Keep that on watch. But we are looking weak though, man. I mean, it's just looking like even without me putting a line, it just looked like a downtrend. See it from here to here? Just look like a downtrend. Andrea, you traded today? What's up? What we looking like on that small account? What we looking like? $493. Let me me see. Go back, go back, go back. So two. Yep, it's still looking a little weak here. Man, I could have got in on a few trades while I'm doing this too. I mean, I could have just got in on like some temporary trades too. I could have did that. Yo, you made it. Like I said, you made any trades today, or you didn't take any trades, Andrea? Yep, still like a downtrend. Let's see how this bad boy play out. Let's see. Let's see. Still underneath today's open. It's not looking good yet, but I'm still looking to win. You gotta have a positive attitude. I mean, that's the best. That's the best way to go. We gotta have a positive. I told you this that 480 might not hold strong. Because the fact that you had a nice bounce already, so I mean, like I told you, we might crack it, and then we might see 448. We may see it. Let's see. Any trades yet? Not yet, Chief. I could though. Man, cause I mean, I was shooting up. Like I said, my main goal throughout the whole week was 451 up to 453, and I'm like, it just turned too soon. Like everything, like my whole plan just got foiled. It just, cause watch, let me show you. Where the recent charts at. So you remember, like this is what I was anticipating. I was anticipating a double top here, a triple top, cause you had rejected here, and I was anticipating 53 to hit. This week just was the hit and then reverse. But if I go to this new one, look where we at now. It looked like we started reversing too soon. So I was like, So we might be doing this same form here, like already. I'm like, man, we already might be seeing a reversal. The stock market just hates me, but I won't give up. It's no. It's not that the stock market hates you. It's the fact is you're entering in the stocks at the wrong areas. We already discussed that. Once you could have made money today. Like I said, even today. Okay, this is today's intraday, right? Focus on this channel. Okay, you more of a put or you more of a call? Which one are you, Andrea? Puts or calls? And I could tell you right what you could have done today. Calls, okay. As I stated, right here. Let me go up to it. You remember, I kept in mind this channel. Remember that channel I talked about? From this 450.50 down to 449.50. Keep in mind, key level, 449.50. As the stock bounced off the open, it went right back into that channel. So as it went back into the channel, you had not only the 459.50 support, you also had VWAP. So you could have got in right here around the 449.50, ran it all the way up to this channel, and got out. Boom. Done. Vice versa, if you would have got in for a put, got in at the top of the channel, rode that bad boy all the way down. I told you it was going to look weak. I told you. So let's see. We might hit that 448 as I called it. Let's see if we're going to hit that 448. Let's see. Oh, man. But no matter what, it goes the other way as soon as I enter. I know what you're doing. I can tell. I know exactly what you're doing. You procrastinating. You hesitating. You let that fear get the better of you, and it holds you back from entering when you know you really want to enter, and you get scared because you think that's the wrong. Because you keep like double guessing yourself. I know what you're doing. You're double guessing yourself, and then you wait too long, and then your FOMO kicks in. Then you jumping in at the wrong time. I know exactly what you're doing. Because you know an area you actually want to enter, but you scare yourself out of it. And then once it does go in that area where you really want to get in at, you get, then your emotion kicks in, your FOMO kicks in, and now you're getting into an area that you really didn't want to get in at. I know what you're doing. Trust me, I've been there, done that. I know exactly what you're doing. Because you probably second guess yourself. Even if you was to get in right here, you probably would have told yourself, just based off of these candles, you probably told yourself, oh, what about if I get hit in the fall? What about if I get hit in the fall? and then next thing you know, it's running, and then you heard now you trying to chase behind it, and now it's going to the area of a turnaround. I know what you're doing. That's why you don't always go in with full position. You always test it. If you go in full position, your risk will be a little bit heavier. If you go in with half a position, say for instance it don't go your way, that's half of a loss. So it's like your risk level is like at a 50 instead of at 100 because you're going in with half of your position instead of the full position. I mean, you could have did it twice. You could have entered twice, cause okay, your your um your open was right here 449.22. So as you got back in this channel, you could have put a little bit right here 449.50 for the break of 450 due to the fact is it's a red to green. If you pay close attention, red to green. So you could have put a position at 449.50, then waited to go up 50 cent more, 450, and let it go all the way up. Because you already got to think about it. You already got in here, and then you get in here. So you're averaging your cost base is gonna be like in the middle. So come on, Andrea, you gotta work with me, baby. Work with me. Come on now. Come on now. Cause you could have got in right here, 449.50. Adding another position at four. Matter of fact, let me see, 449.50 of the four. You could have got in at a little bit higher than that. You could have got in just that little bit, like at either 75 for a break. I mean, if you paid attention to the pattern. Well, see, your problem was you probably see. I have intradays together. See, I'm pretty sure you're on your phone too. I forgot about that. So you're not seeing what I'm seeing. That's why I keep forgetting about that using that Weeble. Had you would have had a chart like mine where I can see a red to green, supported VWAP, supported 440, 449.50, just ride it on up. That's why you're missing these opportunities. You got to pay attention to patterns. All right, there we go, getting that pullback. I told you that area might not be strong. Let's see. I want to see if that 448 is going to still try to hold. And plus, they're going to still try to bounce it off this 448.50. That's another thing. I want to see it come down to that 448 mark. That's what I want to see. Yep, let's see. Oh. Come on, 448. I know you want it. I know you want it. Come on down. Bob Barker, rest in peace. Come on down. I used to watch in my grandmother in the house. Price is Right. Price is Right, Days of Our Lives. Oh my God, that's all he would watch. Couldn't turn the TV because they'll pop the crap out of me. I took a put when SPY was at 440 strike through 440. Wait. Wait. I took a put when SPY was at 440 strike 439 in December. Didn't realize. Oh man. Oh, that's why you gotta pay attention, dude. That's why if I do swings, I always check my economic charts, earnings and all of that, and I make sure that that's out the way. Oh yeah, then they 440. What was that? That was and you said wait. When did you take this strike price? Said 440 expiration December. Nothing crazy, little one contract. Not blowing my. Yeah, see, you gotta stick to your game plans too, buddy. Especially if you're going for a put, you always want to look for higher areas where you know you can get a possible rejection. So you can either look on a 180 chart, like let me go to these real quick. I mean, you can look up at different charts. What I normally use, I either use my daily chart. Let me clear these my drawings out the way. I normally use a daily chart to kind of see exactly what overall resistance could be, in the past that could hold up in the future. I do like that, around certain key areas. Let me go back to my 180. I use that chart. I look at my my 180 chart. I look at this too to kind of see if I can get an idea too on this one. Clear this real quick. So I use these to kind of get ideas on where where potential resistance could be, and where the levels that we are now. See, so it's kind of, if you notice right here, they kind of lining up right around with each other. You can see the resistance area come on down. So you put this line right across. Look right here. If you put that right across, they line it up perfectly. See that? Resistance in that same area. Boom. So, I mean, you can use a 180-hour chart. You can use your daily chart. I mean, it's just different ones. Whichever one works best for you. That's why I use them all. I mean, just to get an edge on all of them, So that's what I do. I mean, I use the crap out of all my charts. I just try to pinpoint these levels that I can try to figure out. Now I'll use my 3 minute to 5 minutes for potential entries. I'll do it for that, but I'll use my daily and my 180-hour charts, to get an overall look on where like overall resistance could be. Resistance or support, depending on which way I'm going. If I'm going, on a call or a put. So, but as far as, like I said, my entries and things like that, I'll use the 3 minute to 5 minute charts. So I always got both of these bad boys, side by side. And I got that from Deck, because Deck normally like to change his chart. He'll change it from a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes to 5 minutes. So I'm like, let me just set them all out. If I got a 3 minute here, 5 minutes, I ain't got to worry about switching my charts. So I got my 3, 5, 30. I don't use my 15 like I used to. I used to use a 15. I like the 30 minute better. See, the 30 minutes, I mean, your candles are solid. You get more of an accurate reading as far as your candles, your patterns and whatnot. So, I mean, having on the 30, I was able to tell, set up my trend lines. So my trend lines to my downtrends, uptrends, downtrends, and stuff like that. So that's why I use a 30 for that in general. Still getting a little weak, so I want to see if we're gonna hit that 448 mark. I'm just sitting there see if we're gonna hit 448, cause we underneath I'm trying to figure out if we're gonna hit that. We may not, or we may, I don't know, depending on how where this market goes. Cause I'm just anticipating that drop right where that gap fill is. Where's my charts at? That's my 5 minute chart. That's 5 minutes. Go back. Where's my daily? That's my 30 minute. 5 minutes. Oh, there you go. Shrink that back up. All right, cool. See how I can just see different patterns from a 30 minute to 5 minutes, 3 minutes. I mean, I can just use them for different, just to kind of get a good insight on where I want it to go. But if you notice, I already got my price lines already set up to where I think they may fall. See, 448.50 still holding, but like I said, 448.50 gives out. We can see a drop all the way down to 448 even. Let me print that out. I mean, like I said, that's just by me doing homework ahead of time. And now I just sit here and just see if it plays out the way I got it set up. That's all I do. So right here, since I already got my 448 set up, why do I have 448 set up? Because day before yesterday, we had a triple bottom. 1, 2, 3. So all I'm doing is asking myself, will we bounce in this same area that we bounced in the past? That's all I do. I just take the past and I just count and I put them together to get a better insight on where I think like say for instance I got in today, right? And say for instance I got in on a put around 450 and I was to ride it on down. I would anticipate, I'm looking at it from a channel standpoint. So I look at it from 450 down to 448. In my mind, okay, if I get in 450, that's the top of the channel. I want to see a ride on down to 448 to get, a bang for my buck. That's it. Why would I pick 448? Because I know 2 days ago, we had a triple bottom that held that strong support. We're at 448. So, I mean, that's it. You gotta just set yourself up ahead of time. Instead of trying to, see, I ain't gonna lie. I know what a lot of y'all do. A lot of y'all fail and it's no disrespect to y'all, but a lot of y'all fail at the point of planning during the trading day, not before. As far as like hours in advance, like 30 minutes, an hour, things like that. Even the day before. Your problem is y'all want to plan during the market open instead of just having a game plan. And like I said, you could have took the information from yesterday, like what I did. All I did was take the information from yesterday's market play, made a channel, drug it across to today's market day, and as you can see, it played off really well. All I did was take this movement here, because look what we got rejected at, 450.50. That was yesterday. Yesterday was Wednesday. Rejected, around this area, rejected, and look what happened today's intraday. Same channel. That's all I did. I planned ahead of time. Right here, 448.80. Why did I figure out 448.80? All I did was go to my price actions. Where we at? Go to my price actions. Where you at? What was Wednesday's low? Go to Wednesday's low. 448.80. That was the low. Okay. 448.80 right here, red line. Look right here. Bounce. That was your low. And it had a potential bounce, which I told you probably wasn't going to hold. It bounced temporarily. But look what it did. 448.80 did have some type of reaction. Now, why did I pick 448? Because day before yesterday, once, twice, triple bottom, and a run back on up. And look where we at. Coming right down to that area. If you look at it. So if I put it like this, if I extend my channel out, look what it does. It makes a nice channel. Watch this. From here to here. Boom. See the channel? 440 from 440.50, 450.50 down to 448. Look at that. Because now if you can connect, instead of your 2 days, 3 days together, your Thursday, Wednesday, and Tuesday. Tuesday you had a low 448, 448, 448. You had a high here of 451, which I called out, but you kept getting rejected at 451, 450.50. Rejected here, rejected here. So these two made more sense because you only had one touch up here. So these two made more sense because you got rejected more than once. Once, twice, or even right here, you had like a small rejection area that came on down. So all I did was match them together. So, okay. So look, if I take off even 448.80, I take off 449, I take off even the 450 area. Look at this. You got a channel, you got a top here and a bottom here. Look at that. My little tops, 450.50 here, and then my bottoms, 448. So tops, bottoms. And look where it's heading to. Close to 448. And all I did was just put my intradays together and try to put the pieces, the puzzle together. That's all I did. I just connected them. All right, put my lines back though for right now. But yeah, I mean that's how you make it easy for yourself. But another thing y'all need to stop doing. Y'all need to stay one way. Are we confirmed bearish on spot? So far, yeah. So far, so yeah. Because we underneath the open. The open right here was at 4. Anytime you close, like you're starting to move underneath the open of today, your candle turns red. So you see where this pink line at? The pink line, your open today was 449.22. So if we underneath that pink line, that's telling me that if I go to my daily, that candle is red. So if I go here, if we underneath that pink line, which is stay open, that's indication that now that candle on the daily is red. And you can also see a reversal setting itself up, looking like deja vu. Don't it look very familiar? You see that? Upper shadows, upper shadows, upper shadows. Look like it's arcing, kind of like this one. You see that? And move on down. The only difference between this one and this one is here you got a nice gap in between that can easily fall and fill that gap on down. This one you just had solid candles. Green, 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 then to red. Here you got green, green, gap, green, red, red. So meaning if we get weaker and we don't stay around this area where this candle is, look at that room we have to fall. Look at that. And that is around 446. So that's why I got that line set up already. So if I go back out of here, and this is my 5. Let me go to my 30. Go to my 30 real quick. So if I go to my 30, you're going to see it. 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. All right. So you see right here, I already got it set up, 446. So that's right in this little area where you gapped up at. It's a little bit above it, but I like to round my numbers. So like I said, if we come on down, which it look like an arc in general, if you put them all together, look, it look like it's arcing. So you bounce at right here where that gap up, you went from this gap up here, and look like we arcing right back on down. So if you notice the candles almost, it's like green to red. And like we about to hit that 446. This is where your gap fill is, from 446 all the way on down to the 440s. See that? Let me stretch it up just a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Well, bring that bad boy on down. See it? See it? So it's like a green to red almost. And that's on the 30-minute time frame. And this is Wednesday. I'm sorry, today's Thursday. Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. So if you combine them together, it look like a nice arc from green to red. And we are close to getting back to 448, as you can see. And if we do crack 448, we can run back on down to 446, which is right above that gap fill. That's why I got this gray line right here. That's the gap fill. So we crack 448 on down to 446 and cannot hold 446. Look at this beautiful gap we have from here back on down to here. But we might hold above 446 in a way because that uptrend is coming up. So it's going to try to bounce around these key areas. Well, we are getting close to 448, which you know could be possible strong resistance. Because you did bounce once, twice, 3 times, run back on up. And we are coming right in, towards that area. So we'll see. We will see. That's why I told you I like to use different time frames because I can just see different things. I love using different, especially my 30s, my 5s. I mean, I can just see different time frames. And then what I like to do, like I said, I like to put my intradays together because I could put all the pieces together. It's like a puzzle. Because this is not one intraday. This is multiple intradays. This one here alone is today, Thursday. This is yesterday, Wednesday, and this is Tuesday. All I did was put them together to get a nice uptrend with them together or a nice downtrend to give me an overall view. And then right here, I already know this area, 448 held up as support once, twice, 3 times. Got rejected, came back on down. Hit here, came back on down, but it was like getting lower highs. Because this was the high here, then it got lower, and then boom. So let me see if I readjust it. I have still look a little too high. So what was that high? It was actually in pre. I'm trying to set up the pre-market. Go with 470.76. So it should be looking like this, something like this. Because you got to remember these are intradays. Because do remember that we had that mark around 451.76. Then that was in pre-market. So the downtrend should be probably a little bit higher around that area. Because what did it hit? So about 440, something like this. Is that you just can't see the pre-market high day because I took them off. So let's see how we do around this 448 level. I want to see if we're going to either hold or will we crack it down to 446. Because those price levels, even in the price actions that I'm going to be posting, is getting lower and lower and lower. Because this is starting, because this is now, right? The way that it's color coded, it's starting to look like. Tell me if the color codes don't look alike. Where is it at? Let me go to the old one. Cause see how it's dated, November. Let me go to the old one. Tell me if it don't look like this one. Boom. Tell me it don't look alike. Ah, did it twice. My bad. Bring it over here. Look at the color codes. Green, green, red, red, red. Look at that. And this was in October. This is October. This is now. So green, green, possible red, red, red. See that? October, November is starting to look like October. And that was towards the end of October. So this is like October what 23rd through the 27th. So you went from green, green, you went from 420s, 423s down to 417s, 412 to the 410s. So your prices started going down after Wednesday. So yeah. Yep, Wednesday, and this is today. This is now, this week. So the 13th, 14th, 15th. See, green, green, red, possible red, possible red. It might look like October. They look very identical. Very identical. That's why I keep all my stuff, keep my records. So let's see. When do you document all that data? As far as my the prices, boss. Um, Normally after market close, like after 5 o'clock, because you still have a little bit of movement in the market, so the volume will go up and down. So I kind of wait till like a little bit after 5 to 6 o'clock, and then I'll start to put everything down. So yeah, so I got all the dates. I got October 9th through the 13th, October 16th through the 20th, 23rd through the 27th, the 30th through November 3rd. See, I got them all set up differently. So I got October's and then I got November. So this is November 6th through the 10th here. And then I have now that we have now. So see, I keep them all documented. So that's 13th through the 17th, which is this week. And then I have November 6th through the 10th. So I always keep everything jotted. I always keep everything documented. All my prices. Because it comes in handy. You know, like as I can remember certain closes, some certain opens, certain highs, certain lows that may play a part as far as resistance and support. And we are slowly coming down to that 48 level. I just want to see if we're going to hold it. Slowly, but surely. Because you can see on this time frame, that was Tuesday. We wound up running up. Then Wednesday, it was Wednesday. Wednesday we wound up gapping up, but then we wound up coming right back on down into today, which is Thursday. And you can see getting weaker and weaker. So we're going from up to down. So, and like I said, on Fridays, anything is possible. Because you know on Fridays, they love to do short squeezes. So we may see a short squeeze. We may not. Don't know. Don't make me lie to you. Oh, you want me to lie to you? No, I'm just kidding. But when do you document? But yeah, I always keep documents of everything. As a matter of fact, let me see. I can break down everything that I got. I ain't gonna even lie to you. See, I go to my live. See, I got my earnings. I got my economic. I got everything like just set up perfect. I got it all organized. See that? For my economics report, I got my economics report set up. Like, say, if I go into, let me see, October might have, see? Going to October, I got my dates already set. And then I go into here, I got everything set up. Boom, boom, boom. So that's earnings, same way. Earnings, I go into November. Boom, boom, boom. Got my dates set up from the 6th through the 10th. For this week, the 13th through the 17th. So I keep everything organized. That's how I stay on top of my stuff. What else do I have? Spy. Then you right here, going into my spy. I got October's. Boom, boom, boom. Then I got November. So for what we have so far, I keep everything organized. I'm very organized when it comes to these things. Very, very organized. So that's just how I stay on top of my game, as far as my trading. You gotta stay organized. Do you with OneDrive? You talking about like my flash drive? Did I save everything on? You mean, boss? You talking about like what I save everything on? Like as far as my storage? You talking about? Cause I mean I do have like a little hard drive. I mean I have a little drive I save all my stuff on because I have a lot of information from even like I said from like do you use to create all that? Yeah, I mean I like I said I save everything under my drive. I got like this little like a flash drive where it's like a huge I'm trying to see if I can do it without it messing up anything. Uh, Cause I want to unplug it and show you, but I don't. It shouldn't affect anything. I don't think. I'm. Let me try to unplug it. Let me see. Okay. See, this is what I use. See, I use this, and I plug it to my computer. I got this long time ago, years back when I used to do music, and after I stopped doing music, I just started putting it towards my trading. And I plug it back up. Crap. Oh, there we go. All right, got it back. All right, cool. But yeah, that's what I use. And then, like I said, as far as and me, even when it came down to my videos, let me go to where's all my videos? Video lessons. Is this it? Yeah, like I said, even in my video lessons, man, I got like everything my video lessons got everything decked out, man. I got so much stuff that I used to study like crazy, man. I had AK-47. I even got AK-47 stuff saved on my stuff. I got AK-47 lessons. Uh, of course, deck more. I got Sean stuff on here too. What does it save on? Does it save on? Yeah, deck more trades, huh? Yeah, deck more trades. So I got interviews, recaps, video lessons from 2021, 22, 23. Uh, Man, humble trader. I mean, I got a lot of people just in here. Yeah, see, I got a lot of. I mean, even just different lessons. I got my entries. What my entries are. I got filings, floats, halts, level twos. What else I got? The psychology of trading. What else do I have? Scaling, scalping, scanning, shares, short floats, short squeezes, shorting, spikes, stop losses, support resistance, swings, uh, trading plans, trading rules, trend lines, volume, VWAP. Man, I studied all of this. That's the crazy part. I studied all of this. Market conditions, dividends, dip buying, uh, what else? Buying and selling, candlesticks, consolidations. I mean, I got it all. Indicators, level twos. I mean, I got. So imagine, man, I don't even know what's the total. I know it's more than 169 in this damn thing. I mean, because you got to think about it the files per folder. So, I can't even. If I could just add all this on how much I have in this, it'd drive you crazy. You're like, uh, what is your go-to setup? What you mean, boss? As far as what? As far as my patterns, as far as my entries set. I mean, like, what you mean setup? Like, in what way? I got different go-tos. Well, downtrends are my downtrends and channels are my go-tos. Because if you notice half the time when I'm always talking about the charts, I always have it in channels or uptrends or downtrends. If you notice, that's kind of like my go-tos. Because that's the main things you always see me set up. I'm even setting up uptrends, downtrends, channels. Like that's my main go-tos. Because it's just easy to kind of read off of them. Because if you get in on like, okay, let me get rid of these dots real quick. I don't need those no more. Like say for instance, if you're looking at it from if you're looking at it from an uptrend point of view, you can buy, sell, and then if you're looking at it a, a, a from a short point of view, you put in your cover, puts, cover. I mean, it's just different ways you can look at it. You look at it from a channel standpoint. Buy, sell, get into your puts, cover, puts, cover. I mean, it's just easy. It's so easy. Just to get, it's easy to read. Especially once you know your price levels too. So it's not me just making lines up and down in channels. I know my price points too. Because like I said, it's okay. Think about okay, like Taylor Trader. We know Taylor Trader. He loves Tesla. So knowing he knows Tesla, he knows the personality of Tesla. That's just like me, Silverback, and Zach, and AK-47, and also Active Trader. Once we around these stocks for so long, we start to understand the personality of them. So that's why it's kind of more easier for us as traders because we stay stuck around these charts or these stocks for so long. We'll start to understand the personality of it. So it becomes like a little bit more easier and easier for us to understand them. Versus like if you're doing like a not blue chip. What I want to say, a penny stock. With a penny stock, you can't really have a long term, not a relationship, but just an understanding of it because they so in and out. They hot 1 minute, they not the next minute. They hot 1 minute, they not the next minute on a penny stock because they don't last long. Versus on SPY, Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, these type of companies that's not going anywhere. These companies they'll be here for a while. So that's why I'm comfortable with staying stuck on SPY because SPY's not going anywhere. And like I said, I dealt with SPY for so long. I understand the personality of it. So that's why I know certain areas it can potentially bounce. It can potentially get rejected from. And, whether it's going on a $2 move up, $2 move down, whether it's trending up, trending down, channeling. It's like it's just so easy to kind of predict it now because I understand the personality of it. Kind of like how you be in a relationship and you be with that person, so you understand their bad habits and their good habits. It's like that, just like that. So right now it's 11:47. So we got about 13 minutes till 12 to lunch hours. So we are getting close to this 448 mark. I just want to see if we're gonna hold it like we did here when we bounced once, twice, three times, ran back up. Are we gonna still hold this key level, or will we actually break and fall below 448 since they already took advantage of it the first time? So that's why I'm just trying to figure out, will we hold this time on this around this 448 level, or will we actually crack it? That is what I want to know. Let me look at these contracts. Contracts suck ass. Let me see. Night Trader, you did any trades? Or any one of y'all, Kilroy, any one of y'all did any trades today? I see you got Humble Trader. Oh yeah, I do got Humble Trader. Hey, Humble Trader. Yeah, Humble Trader. She's good. Oh yeah, I got a lot of other cats. I mean, that I looked up to as far as in my trading career. I ain't gotta lie about that. Uh, yeah, it ain't it ain't nothing to hold. I mean, hide. So I mean, let me go back to it. Oh yeah, I mean, you can always look up to multiple people for different things. So I mean, there's no crime in doing that. Let me see who else I got. Yeah, because I got Humble, I got Graham Stephan, I got Clay Trader, Beta Story, Aristotle Investments, Stephen Ducks, Umar, I got Umar, um, The Wolf of Wealth, Tim Sykes, of course, Swag Academy, Warrior Trading. Uh, where my boy at? My boy here, Rolling Wolf. Me and him came in. Me and Roland came in at the same time. Roland is my G. That's, Roland was the one that taught me about VWAP before I even got the Decamar trades. When I was just starting off as a stock trader, Roland taught me on how to what the VWAP was. So I gotta give big ups to Roland Wolf. Definitely give big ups to Roland Wolf. Now, Deck was the one that broke it down to me, as far as understanding the market better. So I got more of a better understanding with that. So that's why I stayed with Deck this whole time, because he broke it down to a science. Because once I got with other mentors and gurus, it was a little bit hard to understand it. But like I said, once I got with Deck was just breaking it down to a science. I mean, he was, whatever looked at like Spanish or Japanese, outside of the language you knew, he knew how to flip it to where now you can understand it. It's like now you speaking these different languages now, now it just don't seem gibberish. I've done a few trades up to 130. Man, okay, congratulations on that, Mario. Oh, what's that, Mario? Am I tripping? Somebody say that name right. No, I am still in my SPRC trade from yesterday. SPRC, let me look at that real quick. SPRC. What you on? You in on what you in on? SPRC. You going long or short? Night trader. Just gonna check it out for you real quick. That's on the 30-minute right here. Then we gapped up 2 on this. Trying to see if I can read it for you just a little bit better. Short at 630 cost base. Okay, so you up here. Okay, you good then. So you in the third. Okay. Cool. Why you ain't hit the 650s? You already know about, we talk about that $half mark, and you go to the 650 all the way down to the 6. That's a dollar. I mean, that's a half of a dollar. Then you go all the way down to 550. That's a dollar. So from 650 to 6, that's 50 cents. From 6 to 550, that's a dollar. It's a dollar move from here to here. Yeah, I got enough because you got a lot of areas. If you put this right here, if you put this line right at 650, look across the board. It kept getting stuff right at 650, 650, 650, 650, 650, 650, 650, 650, 6. I would have got in at 650, gapped on down to $6. So that's 50-cent gain. And then it went all the way down to 550. That's a dollar gain. I'd have did that. Did it go down to 450? Well, no, where we at? It's a dollar gain. What was this low at? 423 and then go all the way down to 5. Yeah, that's what I would have did. I mean, still a good move. But if you, like I said, if you looked at it from a 30-minute standpoint, I mean, you had a lot of rejections around that 650 mark. Look right here. Look, go across the board. Look right here. That was in what? That was the third. Look right here. If you put that line across the board at 650, look at that. And none of these never got across 650. It tried to break above it, went right back underneath it. Tried to break above it, went right back underneath it. Tried to break above it, went right back underneath it. And look at that, 650. Faded on down, faded on down, faded on down. Even though you had this little breakup, right? I mean, this little pop up here, came right back down to that 650 level. 650, flush, 650, flush. 650, try to stay on top of it. Came right back down, red candle. 650 flush, 650 flush, 650 flush, 650 flush. See, it's just all screaming 650. And I just figured that out in a matter of a few seconds. That's all. I mean, that's all you got to do. 650 would have been a nice one. But let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go back to how the daily looking. Let me go back to the daily chart. How's the daily on this bad boy looking? Cause you had a high 745. So let's go back here. So let's go back a little further than that. So you had this gap fill here. You had this high here. So boom, boom, boom. Yes, even on the daily, you can see like across the board what 650 is. 650, 650, 650. So between 750. Wait, what is this? What is that? Almost like 775-ish. So let me duplicate this real quick. So let me put 775. That's what it looked like. So if I put 775. Yep, boom. See? 775 that body of that candle is. So 775 all the way on down, 650. Then after that, so you tested around these areas of 675, 775 to 650. Yep, around these key areas. I mean, you still did good. I mean, to say that it went all the way, it just went all the way down. What was that again? Yeah, you can see right here. I mean, it just resistance all the way through. 650, 650, 650, 650. You had that high 470. I mean, 447. Oh, that must have been in pre-market or after hours where that 475 is. Let me see. Is that where that was at? Maybe. Let me go to pre-market and after hours. Yep. God dang. So you had a nice run all the way up to 9 here. That's almost like. Just trying to map it out real quick. Yep, 650. So it's like it always stay around that 650 range. Even with the drop and the pop-ups, still stayed around at 650, 650, 650. Then it wound up flushing. So yeah, 650 was definitely a good one, up to $7. Cause like even if you would have got in at this candle here at 7, cause what was the high? Your high was 710. After that, none of these candles never touched it. $7. Then after that, you just got a nice fade on down. Oh yeah, so how can you look for EBX? EBX. Hold on, let me see. EBX calls. How can I? What you mean? How can I look for it? Oh, can you? I'm sorry. Can you look for EBX calls? I apologize. Let's see the chart. Let's see the daily real quick. How the daily looking? Cause looking like all these stocks is turning right now. This is the daily right here. This is that's a 10-day. Let me see something. So you're looking for a call? And look bull flaggish in a sense, but let me check my check flow. Let me go to where you at? Where you at? Yahoo Finance. Go to you, bad boy. All right, just want to check something real quick. EBX. Let me go to profile. What type of stock is this? So that's a technology stock. Let me also go to the float. Where's my float? Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Statistics. Tripping. Float. 22 mil. That ain't bad. Now let's see where your short squeezes. You got a good percentage of a short. Oh, I'm sorry, short of float. Huh? You got a nice little squeeze back up. I mean, the percentage is nice on your shares to short. Got a good little percentage. Yeah, 22 mil ain't bad. Any news? Let me see. Any recent news on that though? 2 days ago announces results. Let me look at the results real quick. How are we looking on that? Whatever, 2 mil, 11 mil, they decline. So it increased 0.8% over year over year. Huh? Don't look bad. I mean, from the information I'm seeing. What's the volume looking like? Oh shoot, that's how I forgot to look. Crap. I mean, let me close it. Go back to my volume. Close that real quick. If I forgot to check. I mean, I can see the volume right here too. I put a little code in where I can see my volume. So you had what, triple the volume of your normal daily average here. That's on the daily. So you had what 1.3 mil, and today you got 4.5 mil. So triple the volume, but I'm trying to just read this real quick because it don't seem like it get a lot of movement though. That's the only thing about it. Cause it's like on this downtrend. It just don't. Let me see something. No, It's too high. Too high. Let me see something. I'm just trying to look at a pattern real quick. Close that. Look like a downtrend, almost like a downtrend pattern, but what's the areas you? I'm trying to look for the areas you do need to break though, because you getting stuffed somewhere on this bad boy. Right underneath this. Matter of fact, let me look at let me use my 180 chart to see if I can see a little bit better. Let me try this bad boy here. All right, let's look on this one. Damn, you coming off of a downtrend like crazy. Where your lows at? I mean, like the low lows. Cause I got it on a 180 and I still can't even see the lows on this damn thing. Darn thing, sorry. God dang. Let me see. Cause you got a low of $3.11 here. That'd be kind of hard to, man. And you want to go, man, I'd have been shorting, honestly, versus calls. God dang. Man, look at all these shorting opportunities. Yeah, you had way more because you just came off of this climb here. That was when? That was in what? That was in April. Yeah, so it should have been like April. So you had a nice move on the way on up from April to August, really. That looked recent. Cause that was July 31st going into August. And then you had this nice drop on down. Man, after this ride here, I'd have been shorting the crap out of it. Oh, look at that drop too. God dang, from what, from $32 all the way down when you got this bounce at to $4, man. Oh, I'd have been shorting the crap out of this. Yeah, because you had a nice move all up already. So this thing, it's coming off of this high here. So you're going to be at some low levels right now because you're already coming off of these highs. And that was around, what, $12? Then off of this $12 bounce, you ran all the way up to this 32 mark. You coming off of that 32. So right here where you had this bounce, that'll be an area of support. Yep, because look at that. This is lining up. So let me put these lines across. So if I put this line here, right here, you kind of line them up together. You can kind of see it. Because you had support and it ran up, and then you got rejected, it ran down. You notice, see the difference? Support ran up, rejection run down. So you had a nice little move from here to here. I can see that. Now as far as this low level, let me see. Man, you a big, cause this would be actual bottoms. Man, I ain't better be acting. Let me see. Yeah, so this would be actual bottom. So I'm trying to see exactly where the bounces will be upside down. So we bounced and started coming back down, back this way. Man, let me put it back the regular way. All right, put it back the regular way. All right. Yeah, I would kind of wait right now on some levels. Plus, I mean, and then, I mean, look at the volumes, though. The volume is so dang weak on these damn things. Yeah, like one good volume move here. So, yeah, normally we'll move for how much? From like a $2 move? Just on a regular day, I'm saying? Let me see. Like $1 to $2 more. I'm thinking about sitting out over lunch, is being smart. Just don't. Yeah, you're right, boss. Let me see what else Manny said. Fortune. Wait, but you said calls though, right? Manny. I'm just thinking that volume with 50% short. Yeah, but you also got to keep in mind too, like you got to have a reason behind it. Like even though you know you got your percentage of your short, your as far as you like your short floats and whatever for your short squeezes is nice. You got to have something behind it to push it. You know, I mean that percentage can just sit there if we don't have nothing to back it, like a news or earnings or something to like. See how you went on this drop and then you had a nice bounce back on up, something like this. Right here, you might just go sideways. I mean, from what I'm looking at, because this would be a bottom. And here, I mean, that's the only thing. And it's on a 180 chart. So even on a daily chart, you see, even on a daily chart, you don't have a lot of activity on this thing. Yep, because you bounced here, then you gapped up, and then you wind up running all the way on up to this 32 mark, came right back on down. So around that $12 area, instead of a resistance, I mean support turned into resistance, then you just faded on down. You're underneath the 13 EMA, so I wouldn't even touch that at the moment either. So that's another thing you gotta look at. So you're underneath a lot of resistance at this level. You're underneath the 50, the 13 EMA. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I wouldn't really waste my time on this type of stock until you get a nice move, because I feel like already with you being underneath the 13 EMA, you're gonna kind of channel like in here until you get a break above the 13 EMA. Then you got to break the 15 EMA. Then you got to break this $12 area that caused the stock to even go down. So we got two levels. Let me see. Right. See right. Let me squeeze it up just a little bit better. See right here. That $12 area was once support, which gapped it up and it ran on up. And then as you came back down to that area of support, that support gave out, turned into resistance, and then you wound up dropping. So because here you was above the 50, you was above the 13, including the 13 EMA, which had a nice run on up. Now with this fall, it's putting you back under the 200, under the 50, under the 13 EMA. Oh, and also remember you're under $5, because $5 is a strong resistance levels, fives and tens. So you're gonna have to break $5 before you even hit $10. You're gonna have to break the 50-day moving average at 8. So yeah, I would kind of wait. I would wait that one out, buddy. I wouldn't like it. It's gonna be slow. You know, I'm not saying it's to scare you. I'm just basing it off of what I see right now. It just I wouldn't. Cause I mean, it's a little steep, kind of. Trying to look at it from two standpoints, cause it's still on like a. I mean, to me, this stock has to have some type of push. I mean, news or something to give it a boost. Cause right here, I just feel like it's gonna level out. It's gonna level out around this. What is it? $8 mark? I mean, seven. What is this? 750 mark. So on 750, you might just level from. See, like even if I put it on a channel standpoint, it look like you might just level from here to here, almost around this $3 area. Right here, we bumped, you hit, and you came on down. Look right here, they match. So resistance, resistance. So you're gonna be in this channel of $3. What was the low? 311. I'm trying to put it as perfect as I can. So it look like you're gonna be in a channel of this area here of 750 top here. So you have this top here and this bottom here. So even if I put this, all right, and make my square, so you'll be in this channel at this moment until otherwise. So you see it? So you got rejected here, and then you had this high here. So you got rejected here. So that's gonna hold as resistance, that 750 level, and you got the support level of 311. So you're gonna be in this little channel till otherwise. But like I said, also keep in mind, you got the 13 EMA, the 15 EMA. If you notice right where that 750 mark is moving at, that 50-day moving average is moving right down to it. So not only will you have 750 resistance, you're gonna also have the 50-day moving average resistance. So that's moving right down into it too. So you're gonna be in this little channel until, I mean, like I said, you get some type of news that'll force it to break out of these key levels of resistance. So I would kind of ease back on that one for right now, because you're gonna kind of, eh, you know, you have a lot of, yeah. I mean, you have a lot of overhead. A lot, right? What Nitrate is saying, you have a lot of overhead resistance. I'm telling you, because like I said, not only you in this channel, you underneath the 13 EMA, 50 EMA, $5 strong resistance, 750 mark. So you under a lot of, it has to break above a lot of areas. And then even if, like say, then after that, once you break above these areas, you already know $10 in general is gonna be strong resistance, and then followed by $12 right here, where what used to hold up as support is now resistance. See, the support level here is now resistance. So around this $12 level, let me put 12 instead of 1204. Around that to make it look a little more decent. Yeah. So around this $12 level, resistance once was support, now resistance. Then you got $10 natural resistance, 50 EMA, $8, 750 resistance. You can see right here, if I get closer, even if I get closer to it, let me move it over, stretch it out. So you're hitting right here around these little areas where you got rejected. 750 came on down, 750 came on down, plus the 13 EMA. You popped right above it, I mean right at the 750, came right back on down underneath the 13 EMA, which is at 485. So not only do you have the 13 EMA of 485, about what, about 15 more cents above that, you got the $5 automatic natural resistance, followed by $2 after that. You're gonna have 750 resistance, 50 EMA, $8, $10 natural resistance, followed by $12. Yeah, I'll be careful on that. God dang. Ooh, Jesus. Yeah, I'll be careful on that one. Good Lord. Manny, Jesus. You trying to go on a suicide mission? Nah, I'm just messing with you. But nah, man, you're gonna have a lot of overhead resistance. So yeah, definitely be mindful on that, man. You're gonna have a lot of overhead resistance. Go back to my SPY. See what SPY doing. Where we at now in SPY? Okay, still bouncing right back above that 448. Okay, like I knew that was gonna hold. All right. Yep, 448. So that was your triple bottom. They took advantage of that area once again. Whew. Yeah, buddy. This is tiresome. Yeah, fellas, what I might do, take a little quick break, but I might jump back on for Power Hour. Kind of get a few things situated, because I mean, right now it's gonna kind of be a lot of up and down. I mean, it just, kind of just sit on my hand. I'm gonna do kind of like what Deck did, kind of sit on my hands too, kind of wait it out, and then kind of just jump back in later on once we see more activities, because this is lunch hours at this moment. So we are seeing, so we're on this channel at this moment for I hop out. Like I said, I'm gonna come right back into chat though, into the whatchamacallit. All right, before I head out though, let me see, 4880. Remember that held up, so I'm trying to channel it out perfect. So right now we're in this little channel of 450.50 top, and it's 448 bottom. So we're in this little channel at this moment. So it's like it's gonna keep channeling. It's like, oh man, it just. But the thing about it's like it's gonna battle in between these areas. That's the only thing about it, man. It's because you got strong support here, and good strong resistance here. So it's gonna kind of like ping pong in these little areas. Because if you see how the candles turn solid, once it gets to certain real resistance, once it hit resistance, the candles turn red. It gets around support, it turns green. So that's how you know it good levels of support and resistance. So 448 for sure is good support. 450.50 is gonna be good resistance. So we're gonna be in this little channel at this moment until we pick an actual area where we could basically move. It's gonna be crazy. On the 448 could, yeah, we could see a flush, exactly, Night Trader. If we get we break underneath 448, we could see a move on down to 446, which will be your last line of defense. That'll be your last line of defense, because once you break this 446 area, this is the area of that gap fill. Right here, we see this long candle here. That's that gap fill on the daily. So think about that. See how we got this long green candle on the left side? Imagine a long red candle on the right side. So that's why they're trying to fight to keep it above it. So they trying to hold it. But the thing about it is only so much further you could go on the upside, because 451, we know for around the 451.70 is strong resistance. 453 is strong resistance. So it's like you can only go so far up versus down. You got what? I mean, you get right back into the 450s. You got what $1 to $2 moves left after that. You got up from 450, 451.70 up to 453. I mean, you don't have any much more room left to the top. It don't matter. I don't care if the bulls try to drag it out. Until tomorrow. It don't matter. You still have overhead resistance. You are coming off of a gap up right into main resistance levels for a reversal. It's like, bulls, give it up. Let it go. You only got so much more left you can go before you turn back around. Stop. Man, it's aggravating, man. I mean, look. It's only so much you can go left before you get turned back around. Let me go to the updated chart. Look. 453. 453. And look where we at. It's only so much you have left. You got more downside than you have upside. It's like, dude, just give it up, man. Let it go. Let it go. Let it drop. I don't care if it comes all the way back down to 440, bounce and go and try to move back on up. But this area, let it go. Let it go. Don't make no sense, man. I mean, you don't have much more room left to go up. That's the ridiculous part. It's like, it don't make any sense. You fighting these levels for what? You trying to keep these levels up for what? These are resistant levels. Like, let it go. Man, it's aggravating, man. It don't make sense, because you got more room on the downside than you have the upside. It's ridiculous. It's like, what are you trying to prove? And then what they not realizing, next week is not going to be a full trading week because we got the holidays. It's like, dude, just give it up, reset, get out of those areas, come on back down, let the puts have it for the rest of this. Come on down to 440, then y'all can grab it again and then try to run it back up. But you already in these areas of major resistance. Let it go. Hey, God, dog, what are you trying to prove? Nothing. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, right here, you can clearly see it. Rejection. Even once I put these lines here, you only got so much room to keep running up before you get nailed right back down. It's like, let it go, man. That's why I want to get off right now, because it's aggravating watching this crap. And I don't mean to, get off knowing y'all watching me, but it's aggravating looking at this stupid stuff, man. It's stupid. Look at this. Look how much room you got left to hit here. Like, let it go, man. Like, you're not proving nothing to nobody. But greed. Put it like this. All you showing is your greed. That's it. And greed turns into fear. So it's like, go keep playing with fire. Keep on. Because if especially the ones that keep on buying in these areas, there's so many traders on the put side who's willing and ready and waiting. Once we get into these key areas, can you imagine how many puts and shorters are waiting in these areas like sharks to tear these buyers up who's buying in these high areas? I'm telling you, it's gonna be a bloodbath. Because look at the support level. You have no support level once you get underneath 446 due to this gap. Once you hit these resistors and come on down, you have no support after this 446 mark here. You got this gap to fill. It's like, man, now it's just kind of like suicide at this point. Trading suicide. It's like right here, signs is telling you reversal, reversal, and you still wanting to buy in these areas. Keep on. It's like, all right, man. I don't mean to sound aggravated, but man, dude, it's ridiculous. It's like, how much you trying to? I mean, unless they trying to fill in this little stupid gap right here, which is retarded. God forgive me saying that. That's what $3 above that right here. Where you got this little small gap here, and that's at what at 456. This little baby gap. And junk aggravate, man. It's like just let it go, man. Cause right there you got one top, two top, potential triple top. So and look at the results. You run it up, come right on down. You run it up, come right on down. Try to run it back up, come right on. It's like, dude, you not seeing the past on what happened? Are you still trying to run this up? Okay, keep on. You don't get burnt, and I'm gonna laugh too when you get burnt. That's why I'm just patiently sitting here waiting. Go ahead. You think you run? You think you dragging out people on puts and calls? I mean, on not calls on the short side. Keep playing. Dude, I'm so aggravated. I'm just so tired of watching this little stupid part. It's like, dude, let it go, man. God, let it go. Let me see if we take a screenshot of these areas. We'll just do this and this. I'm gonna just save it. Yep, because that'd be, man, that's ridiculous, man. It's like, again, what are you trying to prove, man? By holding up in these high areas that's known to come down off of around these 451 or 453 areas. It's like it's ridiculous. That's why I don't even want to sit here and watch it. That's why I'm about to get off for a little bit and come back around Power Hour because I'm going to get aggravated. Because I've been sitting here, dude, you don't know how long I've been sitting here just riding this crap out. And this is, ugh. And I know the longer I sit here, it's going to mess with my patience, my emotions. And half the time, that's what they like to do. They like to try to drag you out. You ain't dragging me out. You got me twisted. I ain't about to get dragged out of nothing. I'm gonna patiently wait. Go ahead and run it up. Cause right, like I said, right when those puts, those bears is ready to start sinking their teeth into those buyers that's buying to the top. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy that ride on down. Oh, I'm definitely gonna enjoy it. Because like I said, they don't realize that you don't have a strong support level. Because if you where's my pencil at? Trying to draw on this bad boy. Okay, marker. Just that's it. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, once you come off of this level, look at this gap fill. You got gap fill 1 here. You got gap fill 2, gap fill 3. So you got more room to go down than you got to go up. Even if you have to break these key levels, look at this level here. You still buying close to these high areas. It don't matter. You cover this gap, you still need high levels to turn back around. It's like, stop. Let it go. It's ridiculous. You got way more moves down than you got up to go up. It's ridiculous. Like I said, let them keep running it up. That's cool. And I'm going to short the crap out of it. Keep playing with me. I ain't the one to... let me chill. Because I'm going to get aggravated. Because I've been sitting here waiting, man. This is ridiculous, man. Sorry for letting out my frustration. It's just ridiculous. It's like, why are you still trying to run this up and you're getting close to these high levels of resistance? For what? I know, I gotta vent. I'm sorry, I gotta vent. I'm sorry. It's aggravating, man. It's just, God. It's like, we in these high levels of resistance that's coming up and y'all just still trying to push it up. Like, what are you trying to prove here? even if you look at the companies, like, okay, what I was looking at, I think it was Apple and them I was looking at. Even at the companies, they ride in like high levels. Where's Apple in them at? Let me see. Well, if, oh damn, then it came down. See, it already hit them high areas. Cause Apple was doing that yesterday. I say, man, Apple. Do you remember AK? Remember I was calling out. It was either AK or I think YB. Yeah, yeah, buddy. I was telling YB. I said we got room to run up to that 190 area on Apple, and it came back down. So let's see. Why does it keep going to this? It's supposed to be Amazon, not AMZ. The hell is that? Trying to look at these charts real quick. Let me see. Let me see where we at. Cause it's looking like a doji even on Apple right here. And that's around what? Up around that 190-ish more. Yeah, we are back underneath that. So Apple can fall eventually, sooner or later. Even looking at this. Let me stretch out my chart. Cause that looked like a nice little doji that could turn right here. Cause you are getting stuff in this area. Looking at past here on Apple. Right here, we got rejected at that was around 190. Yep, 190. Turned around and we right in that high area. Right back here. So we might, like I said, due to this area, we might be hitting it. Cause okay, look, let me show you. If we go back to Apple, what was it, SPY? So let me go to Apple. What is this? My 5-minute chart? Oh, I'm gonna go to daily. Crap. Cause even Apple looked like it's about to be hitting some resistance coming up. See? Go back. You got this gap fill up here to this 190 level. See where we got this gap fill at? So you filling this gap fill and it's right around this 190 right here. We got a turnaround. And it's testing right here. We see this little nice little doji that look like a reversal. So it look like Apple setting itself up too for a possible reversal. Because you hit the same area of 190. Reverse came on down. You're in the same key area. Look like a doji that could possibly be reversing. See? Same area. Right here. 190. 190 that could possibly be reversing. Man, that's just ugh. So that means that drop coming. Cause even on companies, we getting around these tight areas that's coming up. Nice say vent. I so did at the vent because man, spot testing VY, bracelet level, bulls are back in control. Let bulls be back in control. Let them run it back up because I hope they get slotted. Because you gotta understand, man. It gets to a point where it just turns into greed. Like, come on, man. It's just the point. It's just greedy. It's just greedy from this point. That's cool. All right, we back above the what is the open? So let me see how long we're gonna last. Let me see how long this little. Cause do remember we're still in this downtrend. So let me see. Once we get into the key areas, see how long it's gonna last. I'm gonna sit on my hands and chill. That's just aggravating, man. I told that this didn't even happen during. It didn't. It's like they trying to drain the crap out of it before. It's kind of like they trying to drain as much as they can before tomorrow because again they already know tomorrow's the last trading day of the week, and then next week we're gonna have like good 2 solid trading days because Wednesday people gonna be leaving for Thanksgiving, and then Thursday is gonna be market close because of Thanksgiving, and then after Thanksgiving the volume is gonna be low because the people gonna be still out. So it's like they trying to drain as much as they can before they head out. It's like seem like that's what they trying to do. But as I showed you on the chart, Apple is about to be hitting that resistance area at 190. So that's going to turn Apple around for sure. So Apple's 190 can be actually SPY's 449.50 or 450, one of these two. So let me see. I'm just trying to match it real quick. Man, it's just aggravating. Especially just sitting here. Let me see. Go back to my daily. Boy. All right, let me bring it out one more time. Let me go to Apple real quick. Apple. See? Right here in this level. Let me see. Right here in this little level here, that'll be 190-ish. Boy. So let me put a thick line on that bad boy. So 190. Cause right here you got turned around here. And we are right around that same resistance level. Cause you filled up this gap already. I mean, you got a little bit above it, but not too much before you actually get turned back around. So that's 191. So 190 to 191-ish, something like that. I mean, which already tested it though, because that's where that high hit. What was this high? That was what, 190.96? Yeah, 190. So we already hit the high already here. So we could be, since we already hit this high already and already getting stuffed, we could see a possible turnaround on Apple here that could start shifting SPY, because look how high Apple is from the 13 EMA. So you got room to fall back down to the 885, the 182-ish level. Let me see. Because you got rejected here. I'm trying to go across the board. Rejected. So this area could hold up as support because it's lining up right with the 13 EMA. So we could get rejected and fall back down to the 192. But you at a rejection level of Apple right now because you already hit this high, which that should have filled that gap right here. Yep, look, it's matching. Look at that. Look at the green point here, and look at the body on this red candle. Watch. See? So it filled that body on the upside. Now we need to fill the body on the downside, which that'll bring this down close to these areas. So it's coming. It's coming. So just sit on your hands. It's coming. So Apple for sure is gonna that's that turnaround coming. And for what I told you, what if I was right on that move? Let me see. Oh, if I was right on that move, I swear to goodness. Because I called out Apple because Apple already at its high. So Apple should be hitting. Oh, let's see. Because Apple already at the highest area. It already covered that gap fill to the top. Oh, let me see. Let me see what's going to happen on this bad boy. Let me see. Might hold. I'm going to just keep it on watch. For real quick before I head out. Because around this area is where Apple is hitting at on its high. So around that area, Apple's hitting that high on around that 190. So if Apple turns, SPY should. So that's why I'm just trying to base it off. Matter of fact, let me get another chart out real quick so I can put it side by side. I want to see this for myself. I want to see this bad boy. It's on the 5 minute. Let me put the let me get another daily chart and put change my. Let me change the color code to. That's SPX. Let me put Apple real quick. Come on. Yep, let me see, because it's still testing around the area of those highs, because I don't want to see that bad boy hit. All right, let me, still testing around that area. Let's see. Right at that area, it's testing on Apple. This is Apple right here. So, I want to see what SPY is going to do on this 5 minute chart here, too. So, let me test them side by side real quick. So as Apple get rejected in this area, if we hold underneath 190, we could see SPY come right back on down. So Apple still moving up, 189.70. Because you right at that resistance level. I mean, you right at it. Yep, see right here, rejected. Right here, rejected. So let's see. We start to see, like I said, we start to see a red, basically a reversal. SPY should be reversing. I just want to see exactly what Apple is about to do. Because, you overextended. See, SPY slowly getting red. Trying to watch these prices. So like I said, what SPY needs to do is stay underneath 190. So I'm seeing 189, 68, 66, 67. So it's in the 60s right now, 189, 60s. So basically we want to start seeing drops. Like we want to start seeing, and look like that's what it's doing now. So it look like that's what SPY about to do. So we want to see 189.50, 189.40, 189.30, 189 even, breaking them back on down to 188. We want to start seeing that crap. Because, I mean, you at the highs already. You topping out. This is like a double top right here. You're already to filled up the gap close to, let me see, from this little candle here. So you got this gap from this gap filled to here. So you already filled it up on the upside because of that upper wick. So now it's time to start moving back this way. So right now, it's, okay, we still get rejected at 180. Sorry, 190 on Apple. We just need to start seeing the prices go down as far as the cents. So 189.50, 189.40, 189.30, 189.20, 189, 188. Because it's like that 60 area want to give up, but let's see. Because that turns, SPY's going to turn. Come on, man. Give it up. Shoot. Shit. I just want to see. Like I said, I'm going to keep my eyes on Apple. Let's say if Apple turns, SPY's going to turn. See, that's what's holding SPY up right now. And it's still fighting. Come on, man. Give up that 190. Give it up. You already didn't win. You already didn't broke through it. It came right back underneath it. Give it up. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. It's going to fight in this little area. I can tell you that right now. And then SPY going to be kind of, so that's what's going to make SPY kind of consolidate because of Apple. Because as long as Apple stay in this little area like this, around that 190, SPY going to do this. SPY going to be in this little consolidated slot. All right, starting to pull back a little bit. Let's see. Starting getting, we need to drop though. We need Apple to just cut it loose. Come on, man. It's going to play around this little stupid area. Because, I mean, you got rejected here before. Came on down. You righted the same area. See, that's going to push Apple back up. See that? It's pushing. And Apple's trying to push back up. SPY's going to try to push back up. Let me get SPY a little closer at that time too. All right, move SPY over a little bit more so you can see Apple and SPY together. See, this is the 5-minute chart too. So, like I said, we'll start to see some red once Apple start to give it up. Because you remember we was in the 189.60 before. Now we moved up a few cents. That's what's pushing SPY up. Apple needs to give it on up. If Apple can give up 190 and start to see a drop, and then we can see SPY drop. Man, this is crazy. I mean, Apple really don't want to let this 190 area go. It's like it wants to, but then it'll push right back up to it. Crucial area right here. Not only are we at the VY, we're also testing the downtrend. Yeah, but also, boss, what needs to happen was keeping SPY up at this moment. See, SPY's what level is this that we at? 140 around the 149.50. Around the 149.50 is Apple's 190. So if Apple can give up 190 and then start to turn, then SPY can stay underneath 449.50. Because you can see right here, they both holding up. As long as SPY holds up, as long as Apple holds up, SPY's going to hold up. See what I mean? And it's tested right at this resistance area. 190, right here we fell, came on down. We testing at the same area on Apple. That's keeping SPY up. So we need Apple to give up this 190 area. That's what keeps pushing and keeps helping SPY go on up. Plus with the other companies, of course. But you already know Apple is the mothership, and Apple keeps going up back towards the 190. The more it keeps going back up towards the 190, SPY moves up. Yep. Apple moves up, this moves up. See, that's the only thing about it. That's the only bad thing about it. See? It got stuffed just a little bit. That candle came down. See, the candles are kind of following one another. Once it got stuffed, it kind of jolted down a little bit. So did this candle on SPY. So we need this. Like I said, we need to get rid of 190. Period. 190 has to go. Let me see how I look on the yep, that's the only thing. Yep, and they're going back up. See, that's what's making SPY move up. See that? But it's overextended. See, that's the thing about it. I mean, you got room to fall, but they holding this crap up in place. Still getting stuff under that 190. Microsoft tried with Apple or the second most influential. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm looking at right now too. Boss, looking at Apple right now. See, Apple. As long as Apple keep holding up on this 190 area, that's gonna keep holding SPY up. And like you said, Microsoft as well too. Because even if I go to Microsoft, I think it's doing the same. Let me see. It's Microsoft. Did I put the right? Yeah, Microsoft. Yep. See, these areas keep holding. See, Apple. I don't think Microsoft has a main resistance. I know Apple has one. Apple has a main resistance. We had the resistance mark on Apple now. I mean, but the thing about it though, boss, they're all overextended. They're all overextended off the indicators, which has room to come back on down. Because Microsoft is overextended off the 50, off of the 13 EMA. So is Apple. So even if I go back to Apple, Apple is overextended off the 13 and the 50, which has room to come back on down, and Apple is testing right at resistance. So we at these resistant areas, because you can see right here, got rejected, came right on down, and we right here at the same level. And they both overextended. Microsoft and Apple both overextended. And I got SPY on a downtrend, so that downtrend is still holding that down. So again, if we can't break and it starts turning, so will SPY start turning. I mean, they both overextended. That's the crazy part. Both overextended. Insane. Yep. But like I said, we still under under this downtrend I have set for my it's on a 5-minute, and I have it set for a 30-minute. See, if I come here, boss, let me see. See right here, rejected. So it's testing this downtrend once again. And the reason why I have my downtrend set up the way it is, because yesterday in pre-market we didn't. Our actual high was 451.76. So if you count that 451.76, that's here during pre-market. Well, it should be right here in pre-market. And then you came here, rejected here, should get a possible rejection. So we still on a downtrend at the moment. Let me see how we're looking on the 30-minute chart that I normally use. Let's see how we're looking on the 30-minute. So on the 30-minute, we still underneath the downtrend on the 30. So rejected. It's like doing a red to green, here to here. Yeah, so we're still on the 30 on that note. Oh boy. This is insane. Yep, so rejected here. So we're testing that downtrend on the 30 and the 5 at the moment, boss. So, see, it's still battling at that 190 area on Apple. Still battling there. Still testing that downtrend. That's a 30. I've got to close that out. Close that real quick. So SPY, that's my 5, still on the downtrend. So we got a long upper shadow here. Okay, Apple still holding up. Come on, man. Dang, I ain't never seen a stock holding an area for this long. Oh, this is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Like I said, we got rejected here before. This was in September 1st. September 1st through the 5th. Got rejected. 190 on the Apple. Came on down. And look where we at. Same area in November. So that's why I say Apple needs to give up this area. But it keeps fighting it. Because if we stay underneath this 190 on Apple, we'll stay underneath this downtrend on the SPY. So you see how they kind of aligning alike? So that'll be, the downtrend will still be the SPY's weakness, and this resistance will be Apple's weakness. So as long as we stay underneath these both will play, they'll both play well at their rejection levels. So Apple play well at this 190 rejection, SPY play well at this downtrend rejection. So, man, this is crazy. Yeah, this is insane. This crazy. But yeah, guys, I'm about to head out in a few, man. I'm gonna hop back on as far as Power Hour. I just don't want to be sitting here and losing my freaking mind watching this crap because this is gonna be some aggravating stuff. But like I said, we do need Apple needs to give up 190 for sure. We give up 190, we'll see the reversal, we'll see the turnaround, because not only that, we are overextended off the 13 EMA that can fall right back on down. And I mean, these are the areas that I'm betting on right here. I mean, like I said, if Apple get weak, get rejected at these levels, we can see a reversal, and so will we see the reversal on SPY. So I'm gonna take a quick break. I will jump back in the Power Hour to do some updates, cause this is driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy right now. I'm gonna lose my freaking mind watching this crap. Plus, I can just run and get something to eat and kind of re-energize myself and see what's gonna be the next step to this movement here. But yeah, I will jump back in around Power Hour, guys. Just wanted to do this brief breakdown real quick. So we are still in the channel, even though we're in this downtrend. We are still in this channel of 448.80 here and 450 in these little levels here. So we are somewhat like in this little channel-ish right now. So we're gonna like I said, just keep on watching. We're gonna see exactly which true direction that SPY wants to go. But again, Apple needs to give up this 190. As long as SPY keep holding this 190, SPY is gonna keep staying in these levels. Apple gives this area up, moves down, so will SPY give it up. So, but yeah, I will be hopping back on, guys, momentarily. I'm gonna run and get something to eat, kind of refresh myself, and continue to see on where this journey takes us as far as SPY. We'll be hopping back on for Power Hour. That will be around 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central. So we'll be back on momentarily. Thank y'all for joining me for the intraday commentary. I will be hopping back on for Power Hour. Cause like I said, I just don't want to sit here and lose my freaking mind right now. But I'm gonna still keep everything on watch and everything. So, but I do thank y'all for joining me for intraday. I will be hopping back on for Power Hour. Congrats to all the traders who did make a successful trade, and we'll see y'all guys for Power Hour. So enjoy y'all lunch, and we'll see y'all guys shortly, man. Peace out.